Hi guys, this is Jamin Singh Rao, and today I am going to take the dose calculation, that how to solve the questions related to dose calculation. I will give a few examples uh, how to calculate dose, and how to do that sums related to dose calculation in the pharmacology. So begin with the uh, begin with the factor influencing the dose of a drug, that is patient factor means age, weight, body surface area, drug factor mainly the chemical nature of drug, and pharmacokinetics properties. So doses are expressed in the following ways, that is for adult solid drug in mg or gram per day in a daily divided doses, mainly liquid in milliliter. Biological preparations, example insulin in IU. Okay. So for pediatric patient, body weight, for example mg per gram, mg per kg per dose, or mg per kg per day in a individual doses. Surface, body surface area, square meter, more reliable. So in this you will find that there is a formula which is mainly very much used, and this formula, that is Young's rules, that is for 2 to 12 years of age. So the dose, so adult dose how to calculate the dose, so adult dose into age of a child in years divided by age plus 12. So this formula is very important. Then I will talk about another formula, that is Clerk's formula. This Clerk's rule for 2 to 12 year of age, that is also same like that, adult dose into age of child in years divided by age plus 12. This formula is also an important, so remember this also. So infant and children, the ratio of total body surface area to body mass far exceeds that in adults. So problem like immature drug metabolizing enzyme and renal function altered the hepatic and renal clearance of drug. So the last, that is safer to follow dosage table for neonates and infants than to use formulate based on age or body weight. So I will give some example of this. So first example, that is adult dose of adult dose is 1 mg per kg. So dose for 3-month old infant weight 6 kg will be 18% of adult dose. This is a given an example. So what will we do? So the adult dose is 1 mg per kg. Dose for this, that is infant, is 18%. So here is 18% of 1 mg. So if we convert this 18% of 1 mg, so it will be our ultimately 0.18 mg per kg. So weight of infant, if any weight of infant is given 6 kg, the amount required for this infant would be 0.18 into 6, that is our answer is 1.08 mg. So in this slide I will also explain the most important thing, that is this number 1.73 square meter. This is a very important, because average body surface area of an adult is considered to be 1.73 square so meter. So it is very important, I will tell you important. And why this is, because this value is help so much in the our calculating any kind of a sum where we do not have a particular idea about any adult dose. So we have to consider this 1.73 square meter for an adult dose. You can also remember this table. So I will read this. Weight, if weight 2 kg, so approx surface area is square meter is 0.15. Approx percentage of adult dose is 9. For 3 kg 0.2, and approx percentage adult dose is 12. For 4 kg 0.25, and 14. For 6 kg 0.33 and approx percentage of adult dose is 80. Like this wise we will continue 8 kg 0.4 23, for 10 kg 0.45 28, for 15 kg 0.63 33 and approx percentage of adult dose is 36. For 20.8 and approx percentage of adult dose is 48. So guys, in example 2 we have another sum that to prescribe erythromycin for a child weight 10 kg the dose will be calculated as follows. So कैसे हम फाइंड करेंगे इसका डोज? As we know the formula, dose is equal to body surface area square meter into the adult dose divided by 1.73. So the dose of the for this child will be has 0.45 into 500 divided by 1.73. So guys, you are thinking that how this 0.45 came here. So I will repeat the one slide before. Here I have told you that 0.45. So 0.45 come from here, and from that we have find the adult dose, that is 500, and we know that this one is a 0.75, which is very important for average. So here we have used, and our ultimately answer is 130 mg for this question. So in here you find that for elderly patient for 65 years and above, so there for them 65 to 74 years, 3/4 of the adult dose we have to use. For 75 to 84, 2/3 of the adult dose we supposed to use, and for 85 years and above, 1/2 of the adult dose, half of the adult dose we should have to use. So guys, for patient who is a renal failure, so we will use this formula for adult dose. How to calculate adult dose means dose. So adult dose into creatinine clearance in a patient divided by creatinine clearance in normal individual. So normal creatinine clearance for healthy man for 70 kg is, I have told that this value is very important, as like that 1.73 square meter BSA for 120 ml per minute. So guys, before I start, I would like to talk about dose. What is the definition of dose? So dose is the amount of drug given at a time which may be repeated. So it is known as a posology. Science related to dose known as a posology. And mode of administration, complete description of the amount of the drug, route of administration, frequency of administration, and duration of treatment. So guys, here we talk about the dose expression. So what is microgram, milligram, or milliliter? These are the dose expression. So here we can talk that XX means mg twice a day or thrice a day. XX mg per day total in divided doses. Here XX mg per kg twice a day or thrice a day. XX mg per kg per day total in divided doses. So like this wise we will express the dose. XX mg per kg per hour or per minute. XX mg square of body surface area, and last XS unit per kg or unit is given, so we can use like this. Next we move. So I will continue this, how calculation means expression of dose count. So dose expression. So solution can be expressed as a 1% solution means 1% solution means 1 gram in 100 ml. These are very important. These all basics. So you have to use these basics in the calculating the sums. So please concentrate in this topic. Don't distract. So proportion 1:1000, 1 gram in 1000 ml, that is 1 mg per ml. ppm is a parts per million, as we have studied in the chemistry in the 12th standard in the molarity, that chapter, moles lessons. Okay, so 1 ppm means 1 part gram or ml in 10, in mainly the grams, so means you can send ppm, parts per million, so you can 1 million have given that. So next we will move further with the next, that is. So guys, I will talk about the some examples I will give at the last, how to calculate the dose of any sums. So let's begin with the one example, that is, you have to decide to inject adrenaline hydrochloride for a child of 5 year of 20 kg. Fill up the syringe to inject proper dose that is given as given in the sum, 0.01 mg per kg. Ampule contain 1:1000 solution. Which route will be prefer and why? So we have this question. So how we will solve this question? So as we know that there is an answer given, and I have in answer. So dose for adrenaline is 0.01 mg per kg, that is we have talk about the 1:1000 solution, and the weight is given 20 kg. So we first of all, our first priority is to count the required dose. So required dose formula, so the dose of adrenaline into the weight. So after we calculate the required dose, and we find that required dose is 0.2 mg, that is our required dose. As we know that in the ampule contain 1:1000 solution. So adrenaline concentration 1:1000 is equal to 1 gram in 1000 ml. So 1 mg is equal to 1 ml. So full of the syringe, and we know that fill the syringe up to 0.2 ml. We have calculated from this clue. So remember this clue. Another question is the which route we prefer. So subcutaneous route is preferred because IV route can cause tachycardia, increase blood pressure, cerebral hemorrhage, or precipitation of angina or myocardial infarction. So guys, we move further for another question. For this question, I will read the first of all question. A patient suffering from malaria is unable to retain chloroquine orally. Okay, so you have to decide to give a chloroquine injection, which is intramuscularly. Calculate the quality required in ml for a patient weight 40 kg. Fill up a syringe. Dose of chloroquine is 3 mg per kg. So as we know that our first priority is to count the required dose. So we will count the first required dose. So required total dose, so we know that the weight into dose. So in this the dose of chloroquine have given, that is 3 mg per kg. So we will take this, and weight of the patient, that is 40 kg, is given in the question. So we will find the 120 mg, that is our required dose. And many people are confused in this, that is how this 40 mg per ml of chloroquine come. That is this will be label information available on the ampule of that chloroquine. So don't be confused here in this. I know that you will confuse at how this 40 came here, but this 40 mg per ml will be given, and the question here in the question will be surely given. In ampule there will be a label, so this information will available on the label have given in the box as in bracket. So 40 mg is in 1 ml. Remember this, 40 mg in 1 ml. So 120 mg in how much ml? So we can, by our cross checking, we have find that the final answer of this is 3 ml. So full of the syringe up to 3 ml. So we move further for next question. So I will read first of all question, that is a 3-year-old child 11 kg is diagnosed as septicemia due to gram negative organism. You have decided to give us a cefotaxime injection IM. So fill up the syringe for required dose. Okay, fill up to syringe for required dose. So dose required is 50 mg per kg. So I hope you got the question. Okay, so we know our back formula, that is weight into dose. We have to our first priority is to calculate the required dose. So required dose is a weight into dose, that is 11 into 50, that is our ultimately we got this 550 mg. So after this, in again, now the vial of cefotaxime contain 1 mg per 4 ml. Okay, have you got an idea? Read this carefully. Now vial of cefotaxime contain 1 mg per 4 ml. So after reconstitution, 100,000 mg in 4 ml. Sorry, I will repeat it. 1000 mg in 4 ml. So 550 ml कितने में? How much? 550 mg in how much? So we can again we will do this question very easily. By cross checking, 550 into 4 divided by 1000, that is our answer will be a 2.2 ml. That is our answer. So fill the syringe up to 2.2 ml from the vial. We will move further for next question. So in this question, an adult patient is diagnosed with a diabetes ketoacidosis. Set up an infusion for administering insulin intravenously at a rate 0.1 IU per kg per hour. Remember this. In this, there is a given a per hour. This we have to change in a minute. So this is a very important clue. So don't be hurry. Many students make mistake in this point because it is given in hour. Before I explain, I will tell you that insulin, mainly I will tell you the insulin vial. You can see here, this is a given insulin vial contain 40 U per ml, unit per ml. This is a given in the ampule. This will be the given in the question. So don't confuse. I will first of all concentrate on you that this is. So I will tell you that the total dose, as we know, we are doing these last sums. The total dose is 0.1 into the patient's weight, that is our 6 unit per hour. So remember, we supposed to change this hour, okay, into the minute. So we have to go for the minute for. So 40 unit in 500 ml. Okay, 40 unit in 500 ml. So 6 unit in how much ml? So 500 into 6 divided by 40. As we know that cross multiplying, after we got our answer, that is 75 ml. So 6 unit is equal to 75 ml. So after we do and after we change 6 unit in, so after we convert this into the divided 60, we have done the 60 here, and our ultimately answer will be a 1.25 ml per minute. We know that answer. So we supposed to we are supposed to change this 75 ml per hour into the minute. So this is a very important task. So we will move further another question. So that question is, no, before going to next question, there will be a set of how many we have to find that administration insulin intravenous at a rate given. So 0.1 U. So we have to this question is not completely over. we have to find the how much drop we have per minute we have of insulin we are supposed to give. So for this diabetic acidosis patient, so after this, so the infusion rate we find that 1.25 ml per minute. So in 1 ml, 1 ml is equal to 20 drops. So 1.25 ml is how many drops? Again, our ultimately answer will be the 25 drops. So we will move further for the another question, that is calculate the infusion rate, that is number of drops required for administering dopamine at a rate of 5 mcg per kg per minute. Dopamine ampule contain 40 mg per ml. 5 ml per ampule is to be added to add 500 ml 5% dextrose. Patient weight is given, that is 60 kg. So again we will use that formula, required dose, so weight into the dose that is given, and dose given, that is a 5 microgram per kg per minute. So required dose will be the 60 into 5, that is 300 microgram per minute. So after we convert this microgram into the milligram, that our answer will be the first equation. By making the first equation, that is 0.3 mg per ml, that is our first equation. And strength formula, again I will tell you that in this question the strength formula. So again here you can say that 200 mg per 5 ml ampule, this will be given in the question, so don't worry about this. 200 mg, that is given in question. So this 200 mg 200 mg in 5 ml drug is added into the 500 ml of normal saline. This is a very important point. So 200 mg in 500 ml, so how much in 0.303 mg in how much ml? I will repeat it, remember this. So 200 में 500 ml, 0.03 mg में कितना? That is our ultimately answer, that will be the 0.75 ml, that is our answer. So in 1 ml contain 20 drops. So how much ml contain means so 0.75 ml contain how much drops? So our ultimately answer will be the, that is 15 drops. So remember, this is very important. So guys, this is a one last question of this video, that is a 20-year-old female 50 kg is administered with a post maturity in hospital. It is decided to induce labor. All contraindications are ruled out. Set an IV infusion of oxytocin for her. Okay, rate of infusion should supposed to be a 4 milli-unit per ml. 4 milli-unit per ml. So our ultimately we have to find the our main aim to how much drops we will provide per minute to this lady. So the weight of lady is 50 kg. So rate of infusion is given in the, that is 4 milli-unit per ml, that is we make our equation 1. After making that, there will be a given in the ampule, this value is supposed to given in the oxytocin ampule, that is ampule contain 5 IU per ml is equal to 5000 milli-unit per ml. This will be given in the, that is in the ampule. So add 5000 milli-unit in 1 ml oxytocin in 500 ml of normal saline. So the 4 milli-unit in how much ml? I will repeat it. So we will again by cross multiplying 500 into 4 divided by 5000. So our ultimately answer will be the 0.4 ml, that is 4 mu is equal to 0.4 ml. So again we have to use this formula. 1 ml is equal to 20 drops. So 0.4 ml contain how much drops? So our ultimately answer will be the 8 drops per minute. I hope guys you have got this idea of the dose calculation, and thank you for watching this video of dose calculation, and thank you for, please like, share, subscribe the channel for further more video like this, and comment section you tell how your experience with this and what I have to improve for this video and quality of this video, and thank you for your support and for your view.